Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be asking, what's the point? This is the Tier 10 American Tech Tree Light Tank, the Sheridan. It's a really fun vehicle. It's got high alpha, great mobility, and it's a really fun tank. I thoroughly enjoy playing in the Sheridan. Then we have an even better Sheridan, which is the T92E1 right here. This takes all of the capabilities the Sheridan has and drops down a tier. Sure, it, doesn't have much damage per minute, but doesn't really matter when you still have the same alpha damage, the same penetration, and actually better accuracy a tier lower. But why drive the Sheridan or the T92E1 when you can drive the Eric Concept 1? This Tier 9 German medium is just stupid. It's absolutely stupid. And I'm not really sure what the thought process behind releasing this vehicle's capabilities were. This tank is about to drop in the auctions over the next couple of days, and I don't exactly know how much gold Wargaming's going to sell it for. Probably close to 20,000 would be my guess. And I don't even think that's an awful deal for really what this tank features. It has a double-shot 500 alpha gun, which is just insane. That's really as simple as it gets. The alpha damage and mobility and everything else that this vehicle has is insane. Now this game, as you'll notice, my team is not really supporting me. So we're going to play this passive. We're going to play it smart. Look, a 92E1. Boom. 446 health off that player. Well, let's see. We got the T26E4. Boom. 500 health off that player. Well, just like that, we've done 946 damage. And now, I simply wait. 10 seconds, we'll have our shells back. 92, aims in on the char, gets an easy pen. I gotta wait 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Alright. The char is probably going to poke this. I'm just gonna wait here. Bonk, there you go. 505 off of that player. I don't think he enjoyed that. We got the defender. Bonk. 515 off the defender. Well, I've already done 2,000 damage, but don't worry, we back into cover, and we wait 10 more seconds, we'll have another 1,000. How do you push this tank? That's what you have to ask yourself. How do you counter a vehicle that does this much damage? I don't really think there is a counter is the problem. Well, I guess you use the Defender Mark 1, because that thing's turret armor is just outrageous. We know that they have some dangerous tanks, right? They have a T92E1. They have a Super Pershing. They have an ISU. They got a lot of vehicles. But because that player's dead, I'm going to move up. Let's see. Not spotted. Alright, good. Put on my speed boost. Keep on going, and here we are. Hello, Super Purging. Bonk! 512 into that player. Oh, you want to poke. Yeah, I don't think you do. Let's be real. Alright, well, I'm going to move up some more. Got the char. Don't really care about that. Let's take the Super Purging out of the game. Yep. I don't really know what else I'm supposed to say. We've already dominated this flank of the map. Not even a sweat broken. I haven't bled a single hit point, haven't struggled even for a moment. And we have 1,000 potential damage back like that. Crazy part is this tank doesn't even have bad DPM. It's got like 24-ish hundred. So it's got the DPM. It's got the alpha. Its accuracy isn't awful either. We can see that right here. I mean, sure, you have to aim in, but there you go. 555 damage into the 50 TP, just like that. Just reload the clip. 20 seconds, we'll have our shells back. 92E1 is going to be rushed. Oh, we got the ISU over here. Interesting decision to rush me from the ISU. Alright, let's just put on my speed boost. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we got our 2 shells. I mean, you really just don't stand a chance against me. And bonk. There you go. 486. 3, 2, 1. Bonk. Well, might as well just rush the 752 at this point. I don't even know if we're going to get any more damage, but it doesn't matter. I mean, does it really matter? Full speed. Here we go. And that's the craziest part. You're fast in this thing. It's not like you're slow. You have mobility, too. Alright, let's aim it on the side of the 752, and bonk. Yep, there you go. There it is. But that exactly begs the question. What's the point? What's the point of driving a T92E1? What's the point of driving a Sheridan when I can just drive an Eric Concept 1? It really is a legitimate question, and it's one that I ask myself a lot. Wargaming does this all the time. They release these incredibly overpowered tanks which just dominate, and then because they're collectors, they don't really ever nerf them. Wargaming can technically nerf collectors, right? They can. And they've done it, but very seldom in the past. Like, every now and then, they'll take away a teeny bit of a tank's capabilities here and there. A good example is the AMX 30B. They nerfed that tank for some reason. I honestly should have made a bigger fuss about it, but I didn't. And it's a shame they nerfed the 30B because it didn't deserve it. But the point being, they have nerfed collectors in the past. But it's usually collectors that not many people play or care that much about. If Wargaming nerfed the Smasher, the amount of crybabies that would go into their server and be like, oh my god, this tank is overpowered, it needs to be nerfed. Or no, sorry, I'm the one that thinks that. The amount of crybabies that would go into their server that would say, oh, I've only played 30,000 games in the Smasher, it needs to stay this way, how dare you nerf a vehicle I've spent money on. Those are the people that'll get mad, because they believe that money deserves to give them some sort of podium above the rest. And those are the people that make me a little disappointed in the game sometimes. But it's the same case for the Eric, right? There's going to be people that spend money on the tank. They're going to say, I spent this amount of money on the vehicle because it's overpowered, and I deserve to have it in that overpowered state. That's really the issue when you release a vehicle that costs money. If it's a tech tree and you nerf it, it's not that big of a deal, right? I mean, who cares? But that's the question you have to ask yourself. Well, good job, Type 61. See, if I was in the Eric Concept one, that player wouldn't even have gotten it 10 feet past that bush because I would have shot him once, and then I would have shot him twice, and he'd just be dead. Now, that's not to say the 92E1 isn't overpowered. It is, but when you compare it to the Eric, it's not even close, and that's pretty funny when you take a second and think about it. Well, there's the Progetto, and we're going to aim it on that vehicle. Boom, 550 damage, and we drive into cover. Alright, well, we got 10 seconds left, then we'll have another shell. Let's see, we got the Waffenträger in the back. 3, 2, 1. Bonk, 684. Oh my god, you just had to track me. Just had to track me. If I didn't get tracked, we wouldn't have bled really any health, but oh well. Reload, a little bit longer. Get the E100 shot. Here we go. Bonk, 468. I mean, we're doing fine. I still think the 92 one is a very, very good vehicle. And if you are a beginner, this is still probably one of the best tanks to go for. Let's see. E100. Bonk, 640. Well, we're up to 3,300 so far. Not really scared of the E100. Just gonna drive away now. Bye-bye. See if we can do some damage to the Waffenträgers. Full speed ahead. There's one of the WTs. Let's just aim in on his tank. There you go. It is a low roll, but we still shoot him. Don't really bleed anything in return either. That 183 is about to ruin that WT. Yeah, bye-bye. What a shocker. We are going to reload and... well, maybe not. No, we know where the U100 is, so I'm just going to go head over to that player. And because they're running the stock gun, they're not really a threat to me. Even if they were running the top gun, I'd still have enough health to ideally take a shot. But with the stock gun, not really worried. Hello. Oh. That was still a pretty easy game, I won't lie. Here's my recommendation. If you're not going to spend money on the Eric, don't. The T92 one is still a very good and fun tank, as we can see. And it does a very good job, even against tier 10s. But the question still stands, why do tanks need to exist that are this overpowered? Why do we need to put them into the game? This tank could have just had a single shot 500 alpha, and it would have been great. And it could have had decent DPM, but why do we need to give it a double shot? Like, who at Wargaming decided that, you know, one shot isn't good enough, it needs 2 shots and 1,000 damage? Like, why? Just why? Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more content like this in the future, you guys know what to do. and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.